Hello and welcome to episode 100 of the Paro Pod.
Oh shit.
Alright, no one got hurt. We're over the hill with that one. We just opened a bottle of Prosecco. I think that calls for a cheers, to be honest. We're going to get the clink, alright?
Clink.
Alright. Thank you to everyone who has ever listened.
Jesus.
All of you. And I'd like to thank the Academy and my family and friends.
I'd like to thank, who's like a big reputable source?
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. I'd like to thank Joe Rogan for inspiring the Paro Pod.
Yeah, you did.
Without Joe, we'd never be here.
We actually would. Joe and Joey and all the guys, Yeah, I'd like to thank Jordan Peterson,
Ben Shapiro,
all our heroes. But yeah, we made it like 100. What's your favorite episode? Let's just get down to the bare bones of it. Hot takes, hard questions.
See, we have a question later on that's about like our favorite films that we discussed on the podcast, or what's our favorite discussion. And I think that
it's the same question.
It's the same question.
Yeah. Okay, or we won't ask that question.
But I'll come up with a different answer. But I like one of my favorite bits of the podcast was when we bought COVID.
yeah. That was legendary. Staying positive. That is actually episode 20 or 21.
Yeah, right there.
That's one of the funniest five. I've never laughed so hard. First 5 minutes. Just the whole explanation, it was just so funny. I can't even remember exactly what we said, but it was just funny. I just have great memories of that.
Long time ago, nearly 2 years ago, like.
Oh, stop. Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years.
Yeah, time flies.
We would have been quicker to 100 if we didn't take so many breaks, but
we didn't take that many breaks. We can't be hard on ourselves.
Yeah, no.
We took like 4 breaks in 2 years.
Yeah, towards
weekly 2-hour podcast. People come up to me like, "How would you do that 2 hours every week?"
We put that grind in,
Yeah. We don't stop. We don't sleep. Constantly editing. Our team of interns is constantly, like unpaid interns.
It's a sweatshop.
Yeah, it's all outsourced to the Philippines.
Joke.
But yeah, they're constantly working 24/7 so that we have the best product for our listeners. The hottest takes.
100% true.
That's what we say. We don't even come up with. It's all written.
It's hard research.
It's like SNL. Yeah.
Hard research.
Yeah, we have a team of writers and stuff. So big thanks to them as well.
As you can tell by the flow of the podcast, like every word is perfectly phrased.
Yeah, it's
every sentence just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. It's a kind of theater, But yeah, how you been anyway? How's life been? It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks
since
since
I saw you.
Yeah, because my sister got graduated from UCD.
Got graduated.
She got graduated.
Very nice.
As I said, perfectly scripted podcast.
Yeah.
So
that was good.
Oh, ceremonies are so long, bro. Jesus, an hour and a half of a ceremony. How long was our graduation?
Don't remember. No idea.
I don't remember it being so fucking boring.
It was like an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
I remember you were sitting behind me, you and Neil.
The boys.
Yeah.
United.
Shit, to the end.
To the end.
I don't think
I've ever focused on my walk as much as I did.
Yeah, that was Paro.
That time. Jesus, every step mattered.
I don't think anyone fell. If it's common that people fall.
My sister said to me that in UCD the day before her graduation,
someone died.
2 people fell.
2 people fell.
2 people fell.
Yeah, I don't know how girls do it with the heels. I'd be sweating.
It was girls with like huge heels.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, your feet get all sweaty as well. You're like, oh, it's over. Going tumbling into the crowd. Catch me, man.
Catch me.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. The Queen also died, which is pretty sad.
Rip,
Yeah, rip.
Rip.
Oh, what a legend. Yeah, she's dead. It's mad. How did you find out? Where were you when you found out?
Where was I when I found out? Someone texted into the group chat and said something along the lines of,
Lizzie's in a box.
No, it was just like, yo, bro, I'm pretty sure Liz is a goner.
Yeah.
Because it was before like they announced it. Because they held that off for ages.
Yeah, she died at 9:30 in the morning. I remember, because you could tell she was dead.
Yeah, it was like, coverage. We're really concerned about her health, and we're just going to keep showing the royal family over and over and over and over again.
BBC were wearing black ties and stuff. All they would talk about all day, and they had like a special newscast at 6. Like, it was all mentioned in the morning. I remember I was in work and I was like, please die during work. I had a news feed up on one of the TVs.
Would you get off that if it was happening?
No.
No.
Well, yeah, most people in work aren't even Irish, so they didn't even care.
Mm.
Or English. It's all like random countries and stuff. No one really cared, but I was just like, I just, I wanted her to die in work because it'd just be funny. Like, but it should end up being like on the bus on the way home, and all these I don't know how to describe it in a polite way.
It was a scene.
But yeah, but these seedy guys got on, and they were like so annoying. They're so loud, and they were like standing in the stairwell and stuff, and like shouting at each other back and forth from like on the top deck of the bus. And they started cheering at one point. I was just like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like trying to go home. Like, it turns out she died like on the bus, and that's why. She didn't die on the bus, but she died while we were on the bus. And they all started cheering, and that's why they're so annoying. So I give them an allowance for that. But yeah, no, it was interesting day. Like, they told everyone as well. Like, all the elites in Britain already knew.
Yeah,
like,
they all knew.
The Premier League had a meeting at 11 a.m. that day, and they talked about the fact that the Queen was dead. And they decided, we're not going to go ahead with games this weekend because she's dead. But, like, they hadn't announced it. They just told, it was like, what's up, Eton classmates.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to public school together. Yeah, what's the crack? Yeah, Queen's dead. If you want to sort yourself out. Rest of Britain was like, had none the fucking wiser. They're like, are we going to get a day off? Are we not? Stupid. Just announce she's dead. Like,
yeah.
Died at 9:30.
We can talk about that later on in the questions as well, because there's another question that relates to
Really?
to that sort of behavior. But yeah,
We got so many questions.
the whole reaction to it is mad.
Oh, it's disgusting. It's actually disgusting.
Mad. Do you see who's King Charles?
King Charles.
Do you see his fingers, man?
Yeah, sausage.
Oh Jesus,
Denny yolks.
Denny yolks.
Denny.
They're hefty yolks.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be slapped by him like it.
Yeah, I think he has.
Big massive fingers.
I think it's one of them monkey paws. He's done something really bad in life.
It's a lot of inbreeding. That's what
it actually is. Yeah. Like, he's in bits. It's some kind of circulatory issue or something. I would have thought he'd take a different name than King Charles, though. Like, that's a
Why?
bad. Well, King Charles I got his head cut off by Cromwell, and then
It's
King
not
Charles.
boding well for him, yeah.
Yeah, and then King Charles II, his son, he died, and immediately like that whole dynasty just died off, like, because that's when they brought over King Billy and all. So like 2 for 2 with like bad kind of endings.
And he's pretty old.
Yeah, it's gonna end badly for him, hopefully anyway. And maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe something cool will happen. Hopefully.
Do you think if something bad happens to him, that just curses the name Charles forever then?
Yeah, probably. I would have thought it was already cursed. Why would you take that name? I don't know if they can choose their names. It's not like the Pope, maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's just their name that they're born with, isn't it?
I don't know.
Pretty sure it is.
I'd change my name if I was Charles.
What would you change your name to?
Ignatius or something like that.
Caesar.
Leo. Caesar, yeah, King Caesar. Just like it's like redundant.
Yeah. Kaiser.
Kaiser. Yeah, they are German anyway, yeah. Scum of the earth. Scum. But yeah, no, eventful 2 weeks.
Eventful 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Very eventful 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went back to check the, because we're new to this, we haven't done video before, and that video is, maybe we'll release like a little snippet of it. I'll release the snippet of the cork going off.
Yeah.
Because that shit ain't going out because there's no sound to it. Fucking hate video.
Yeah, we're an audio medium.
Yeah, this is straight audio.
Straight audio, bro.
I need to turn off some of these lights. It's too bright.
Jesus, this is a calamity.
This room, you fucking night.
Yeah, no, the visual aspect will be back for episode 101. 101.
Yeah, for something.
Maybe,
probably not. We tried, we failed,
We didn't fail. We learned.
There's no such thing as failure in life.
That's
Only learning.
That's so true.
Okay, let me turn on the fireplace on the TV, and we are ready to vibe in 3, 2, 1. What did you watch this week, Mark?
What did I watch? Speaking of eventful 2 weeks, you know who died?
Who else?
Jean-Luc Godard. He died. And the French guy.
Yeah, that famous French filmmaker.
French new wave director. One of the most famous art house directors. Probably the most famous art house director ever.
Yeah, probably.
Because everyone knows his name. Most people haven't watched his movies, like me.
Can't blame them.
Yeah, because they're really pretentious and long and boring. No, I'm just talking shy. I've never watched this. I watched.
This is your first one.
This is the first film I've ever watched of him.
You fucking joking me.
But I watched part of the Image book. It's on movie, or it was on movie anyway a while ago.
What films has he done?
Oh man, Weekend, Breathless.
Breathless. I've heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. Image book is his recent one. Film Socialism. Shot on cameras. He's on cameras. He's shot on phone cameras.
I was shot on cameras.
Yeah, it was just a purely audio experience,
just like the Paro pod.
Yeah. But he died, unfortunately, 2 days ago. Which is probably like 10 days ago if you're listening to this when we release it. But yeah, he died, which was huge for the film universe, you know, because like, geez, what a legend. One of the greats. Started his career in 1960. Last film was released in 2018. That's a huge career, over 50 years. So influential. I think he did 50 movies ish. So prolific.
Jesus.
So prolific. Hugely controversial character. Like unabashedly political, like obnoxiously political, from what I can tell. To the extent that like it turned a lot of people off. I think Roger Ebert described, like, because he has like two kind of periods, and the first period isn't really like, well, it's not really two periods. It's like there's the first period in like the early 60s where his films are kind of a bit more conventional, a bit more like kind of straightforward. Breathless, apparently he's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's still kind of experimental, but a lot more I don't know, consumer friendly.
Yeah.
And then he gets to a certain point. Like, The Weekend is kind of the marker between his two kind of eras. Beyond The Weekend, it just becomes kind of like extremely abstract. And Roger Ebert, I think, was the critic who described it as just kind of. It was either Roger Ebert or a guy called Gary Indiana. For some reason, that name's come to my head. Described his films beyond The Weekend, or starting with Weekend and beyond, as just kind of Marxist-Leninist political pamphlets.
Sounds
like,
good.
Just kind of like visual lectures, like lecture slides. Weekend isn't really like that, but it's so abstract and just like out there and crazy. It's kind of like the Odyssey, draws a lot from the Odyssey and that kind of storytelling structure.
So it's a lot like Ulysses, is what you're saying.
It's a lot like Ulysses. So yeah, Joycean, you know, classicist, extremely Marxist and radical. It's about this.
Man, you just described the Paro pod. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's about this bourgeois couple, perfectly ordinary bourgeois couple in France, and they go off. It's a perfectly ordinary day, and they're going off on a kind of a trip down to the country because the woman, her dad's about to die, and she's like kind of like she's trying to cozy up to him so that he gives her loads of shit in the will. Along the way, they just run into it becomes apparent that like society is kind of breaking down, and the bourgeois veil is being lifted, and like the conflicts that underpin every interaction, every molecule of society is just like coming to the forefront. Like the contradictions are being exacerbated, you know. And things, all this weird shit happens. There's crazy characters. There's no real plot. Like the plot is literally what I just said.
Yeah,
There's nothing really more to say about it. But it's about them running into these mad characters, who represent that kind of class conflict, and they represent the bourgeois. You know, the perfect prototypical bourgeois couple in France. Because around the time, obviously, it's like this is released in 1967. In '68, obviously, you had the huge student uprising, stuff like that. Charles de Gaulle, in like his last year of his presidency, had to deal with like a nearly another French Revolution, you know. As this whole
those student protests are always mad.
Yeah. Oh, that was the closest Europe ever got to a socialist revolution, anyway, in Western Europe. But yeah, the film is kind of talking about that, kind of like because it was released beforehand, so it's kind of prescient the way it's talking about it, and just the way. Like out of like total normality and like the status quo can just like totally erupt, and all these horrible things can happen. Like just unleash this kind of feral nature, unleash the beast and the contradictions. There's a lot of talk about Marx and stuff like that, and the youth, and it's a huge focus on the degeneracy of the bourgeois and how they're kind of like they hold this moral and obviously political and social superiority above the lower classes. But it's also like a metaphysical kind of sense of being above everyone else. Like it's a very famous sequence where they're driving down and they run into this kind of it's this huge traffic jam, and he pans through this traffic jam for like 9 minutes. It's just like an endless traffic jam. It's really boring, but like it's all abstract.
How long
man.
is this film?
It's like 100 minutes.
Okay.
It's not that long. But it's the kind of film you have to watch. You have to watch. If you're just like, I saw a quote. If you're not watching it, it's just abstract art.
Yeah.
Like it's just pointless. You know, like, you have to sit down and watch it. It's really nice to watch as well. Like the colors are incredible. It's like it's so artsy, in a really like gratifying way. You know, it's not like black and white and like, oh, look at the shadows, look at the angles and the look at the blocking in
Look
the
at
shot.
the expressionism.
yeah. It's just all these like really striking images. Every frame is kind of like a painting. Really well composed. Like there are cool shadows. It's like the way he uses shadowing is just really cool.
Yeah.
It's so aesthetic. I watched on the 4K RIP Blu-ray. It's on the Internet Archive if anyone wants to watch it.
You know, the thing is getting shut down, or it was in court.
Is it?
The Internet Archive, yeah.
That would be like burning down the Library of Alexandria again.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. If that happens, I will...
You'll set the revolution.
I don't know what I was going to say there. But...
It's choked to me
I
drink.
can't do anything. But... Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the traffic jam. And this goes on for 8 minutes. And it becomes apparent there's like a huge pile up at the end of it. And there's like bodies strewn across the grass and stuff like that. Just people like bleeding to death. But they just keep driving because they're like, oh, life's too short to be fucking helping out people who are like dying on the road.
It's not our problem.
You know? Yeah, it's like they don't... there's a huge emphasis on cars as well. I saw it on a list of like one of the greatest cars
Car movie.
car movies of all time. Yeah. Because it's all about them driving, obviously, and there's like constant car imagery and stuff. But he's using it in a really like a meaningful way. Like it's totally intentional. Because obviously the car is like this, like, you know, the perfect kind of individualistic unit of transportation. You know, it's like so wasteful. So wasteful, you know. You see all the people in fucking Sandyford and Slorgan driving around these fucking tanks. There's like one person, and they have like a tiny baby who's about 2 foot tall in the back. Oh, he has to go get his, you know, fucking, I don't know. He has to go to daycare or whatever. Just get the bus. It's so wasteful. But yeah, the car is like the perfect kind of metaphor for that, of the bourgeois ideal. But it's also like you link it back to like Henry Ford, like the assembly line and that whole idea of like Fordism, which was still big back then. And then with the crash, it's like it like naturalizes the production process and the product of the production process.
Yeah.
The way that, you know, crashes happen all the time. These things happen. You know, people die all the time. These things happen. The people are just, you know, the end products. They're totally instrumentalized. They're just the end products of whatever economic, social process has brought them to that point. And it doesn't. They don't regard them as like, you know, beings unto themselves. It's just like, oh, that's fucking someone died on the side of the road. Who gives a fuck? But that's kind of reading into it like a fair amount. And it's just loads of kind of stories. It has like random characters and just like Dustman and like he has like Saint Just from like the French Revolution. He just appears out of nowhere. He's in a forest. When they eventually get to the parents' gaff, the father's after dying, and he's left, but he's already like written his will and left it all to the mother. So they're all like, oh fuck. They don't give a fuck about the dad or like, you know, the whole actual familial process of grieving and stuff.
Yeah.
So they fuck off, and they basically get captured by these cannibalistic Maoist guerrillas who live in the forest, and they slay the husband, and the wife, being, you know, the opportunistic bourgeois, you know, bitch or whatever, she just joins in because it's like it's convenient for her. It doesn't affect her, and, you know, nothing is her business except for, you know, what pleases, you know, her own world. So she's just there eating her own husband, like even
the bourgeois will eat themselves,
eating his leg. Yeah. Like the film it's not like it's not some. It is really abstract, but it's not, you know, the way it's like. It's because it's kind of a horror film. You know, there's certain films where you have that like underlining allegory, and so it's kind of like just like hinting at themes and just like you read into it, you have to follow along with it. And you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like this film is just like it straight out just tells you. There's like monologues, which explain the plot because there are no characters. It's purely a social kind of analysis.
Yeah.
There's like monologues and like different soliloquies where characters just basically rail against the bourgeois. Like Godard was like really extreme. Like he He's like, oh, these people are fucking parasites, and they're a boil that needs to be lanced. He's basically advocating for like genocide anyone who's like middle class. And the film is like it's a hate letter. It's not a love letter. It's
angry.
It's extremely angry. It's a confession of like total hatred of like anyone who has any pretensions about being someone in in the context of what being someone means in modern society,
in modern capitalist society.
Yes. Yeah. So he's it's really savage. It looks really, really nice.
It's a beautiful hate letter.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful film. Like really, like it's an insanely beautiful film. And there's a lot like the monologues are really cool. Like there's a one right at the end where he's walking around and there's this guy. He's one of the Maoist guerrillas. He's just talking about it's kind of like a manifesto. He's on the phone to someone. He's kind of explaining like his demands or whatever. But the way he explains it's so poetic and so beautiful. It's like this guy just knows what's going on. Like sign me up.
He gets it.
Well, he's a cannibal and stuff. But like that's it's
Listen.
just yeah. We all make mistakes. The contradictions. That's the thing. There's loads of stuff about terror as well. It's like we will make no apologies for the terror. It's kind of funny because he wasn't involved in any of that stuff.
Yeah, he's just watching from the side.
He nearly had like next year, he nearly had like a total bloody, cataclysmic revolution. I don't know what Goddard did. He obviously didn't do a lot. He was just kind of like, oh, I will be the philosopher after the revolution.
Yeah, I'll be the thinker.
I'll tell everyone else what to do. Yeah. But it is an interesting film. Interesting guy. Apparently a total cunt, but he's dead now, so we shall not speak ill of the dead.
No, we shan't. Never on the podcast have we ever talked ill of the dead.
Yeah.
Not even like 10 minutes ago.
Yikes. Yeah, the bobbies are at the door.
Oh no.
We're gonna get arrested.
Andrew's a pedo.
You can't say that.
You can't say that, bro.
Man, you can't say that. He's still alive.
Oh yeah, shit, no, yeah.
We're gonna get sued, bro.
We'll get sued. Imagine the royal family sued the Paro pod.
That'd be great.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be great publicity.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We should start like defaming them.
We should try and do it.
Yeah, we start slandering them.
Did you know that? Name one of the royals.
Did you know that William ate his first son?
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Okay, right. We got a few things in this docket, but I think I want to hold off.
Let's hold off. Let's talk.
Let's just chat. No, let's chat, Mark.
Let's go.
About blood and black lace.
I'm down.
Way back when. I don't know how long ago this was. This is back in like the early episodes when we were trying to figure out what this podcast is going to be. One of the first episodes we talked about. Fuck, what's the name of that film?
Boy,
Dario,
the way you led up was
Dario Argento's.
I do know it. Read something.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. We can't. It's too late now.
No, we're leaving this in. Deep Red.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, you got it before. Yeah, okay, it is Deep Red. Right, Deep Red, right. We talked about that film. And the way that we were talking about it was looking at the giallo genre.
Yeah.
And we were wondering, like, would this be something that the podcast would do, or to just, like, take a deep dive on horror? Or, like, not on horror, but, like, on a specific subgenre. We did not do that.
We did it in roundabout ways, totally unintentionally, every now and then. Like, we talk about, like, a French extremity film, and then we talk about French extremity. We talked about do franchises,
video nasties, franchises.
Video nasties is a big thing. Yeah,
we did a few bits like that.
Did television plays and stuff.
We did. We've done that a few times as well.
Yeah,
but we never did it like we're going to be talking about giallo films. But one of the films that inspired a Deep Red, or is like one of the, I think it is genuinely just the first giallo film, is Blood and Black Lace. Film's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Like, you're watching this, like, fuck, I can see why loads of films took inspiration from this.
Is this Argento? Yeah.
No, it's
some guy, some Italian guy,
some Italian dude that made a film one time.
It's always the Italians.
It's
what happened to Italy?
Mario Bava. Mario Bava. That is the most Italian name. He's actually Mario. He's made a few films. He did Black Sunday. Have you heard of that film?
Nope.
Oh, I've heard of it. Anyway, yeah, Blood and Black Lace. It is about this woman is murdered, and the killer in this kind of looks like Rorschach from Watchmen.
Oh, man, yeah, Freddy.
Freddy.
That's Freddy, like Freddy Krueger.
What do you mean?
Like that's the guy who plays Freddy Krueger.
Who is?
The guy who plays Rorschach.
No. As in just Rorschach, like the actual character.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Wait, so he has the thing on his face.
Yeah. He's got like a cloth over his face, and he wears like a duffel coat and like a hat.
Ah, right, yeah.
But it doesn't have like the Rorschach test on it. But like
it's like the Invisible Man.
yeah, if you just toss like a Rorschach painting on that, it's
Just
just
threw ink
Rorschach.
on him.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
throw ink at him. It's Rorschach. Or it's also the Invisible Man. But yeah, it's just some dude that goes around like with a cloth around his face, and he just like mostly chokes people. But then goes on to kill people other ways, which are way more gross. Like, I guess this woman sticks her face up against this like stove type of thing and burns her face.
Oh god.
Another woman he just drowns in a bath and stuff like that.
Ugh.
The kills are pretty fucked up, especially the first one. Jesus, a very like not like slow, but like a strangling that goes on for longer than you think.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like
it takes longer than it looks in movies.
yeah, like and like that's
Yeah.
when it happened in the film. It's like, oh, that felt really real because it took a lot longer. And like
Yeah, that's disturbing because it's like they know.
yeah, they know.
Someone obviously knew how long it takes.
And like
It's like who
struggles.
ca-
There's a lot of struggle to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all the kills are kind of like really fucked up, and one of the things that Giallo stemmed from was, I think it's like the 60s, and they're like coming out of, World War II fascism,
Mm.
but they're also pretty fascist.
They're like, it's alright.
They're like, yeah, it was pretty bad, but like, it wasn't that bad. But it's so like this film is about like the horror of just like some guy coming in the middle of the night and just taking you out, unmasked, or no, masked and like unknown and just gone in the night, and no one's ever gonna know. But it sets up like the first kill, and then we're introduced to one character, and you're like, this dude fucking 100% did it. 100%. Look how fucking Paro this dude is. He clearly did it. And then in the next scene, it sets up that she had a diary, and all these characters have an interest in the diary. Some of them we find out the reasons why, others we don't. But all of them are interested in the diary. And then one of the women, they work in like this kind of like fashion studio place. One of the fashion models takes the diary and goes off, and then she's murdered. And you're like, okay, so yeah, so it had to have been this person. But then bam, it's not that person, it's someone else. And then now everyone has a reason to have killed her, and all of them have like alibis and like stuff like that. And then there's more murders that's going on.
That sounds like a good mystery.
It's a really good mystery.
There's nothing better than a good mystery.
It's a really good mystery.
Yeah. What's about diaries is so spooky as well.
It's like such a good setup because like, and there's like twists and turns. Like, oh, what the fuck? And then the diary's burnt. It's great. And then just Giallo films they have a few like key things to them, but mostly they have to be opulent as fuck and shot really nicely and have really good color. This film has all that. It's blues, really intense reds. It's a fucking fashion studio. It's pure opulence. It's so like rich. Like you really feel that like Italian richness to the film.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Like it's stylized. The mystery's really good. Only the kills are good. Only thing is that it's kind of boring because it goes on for quite a while. Like,
how long is it?
It's only 90 minutes, but like you feel it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. When was this released?
1962 or something like that.
It's very old. It's in color and all.
Oh no! Sorry, wait. When did 1964?
I see.
But this is the thing that inspired Dario Argento. It like created a whole It created a whole subgenre, like you know what I mean? Whole style of Italian films.
Italiano. Cinematico Italiano.
But it's good. I recommend. I don't have that much to say about it because it's just like
it's a good movie.
It's just a good movie, and it's really well shot. Mystery's good. Good acting. Good kills. Yeah, some of the most incompetent police ever. Because like it's like towards the end, I'm like, bro, it's clearly this person, and they're just like, can't figure it out, and then it just goes tits up and everything. Everyone dies then.
Yeah, Italian police. They're probably in with the mob, but
yeah, like Tony Soprano.
Tony.
Hey. Speaking of Italians,
Yes, let's go.
we watched the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
It's a me, America.
It's a me, Luigi Mario.
Ah, man, yeah. This was one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Straight in.
This is so bad. Because I was thinking, because I've heard it's one of the worst movies ever made. And then I was like researching. Did my research as I always do. And there's this whole section in the Wikipedia article. And then I read several different articles on like online. Just about how it's like has cult status and a lot of people actually like it. I don't know how you could like this film. It's so bad. It's dog shit.
This thing is a case study.
Oh.
Like, I love this film because, like, this, as like the adaptations are really hard to do. Like, adapting something to another medium is very difficult. We always hear that it's such and such a thing is unadaptable. It can only exist within the realm of, like, it's
original iteration.
It's original medium. You know what I mean? Mario is not that. Mario is pretty fucking easy to adapt. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, if you're going to take
Really?
Mario, it's pretty easy. Like, the dude goes on an adventure throughout worlds. Like, just do that.
It should be animated.
It should be animated first. You know, we're going to be getting...
Like, this one was insane.
Well,
it's live action.
Right. We're going to get to... is it Illumination are doing a Mario movie?
Yeah, Chris P.
This film is the worst adaptation I have ever seen. Not one single thing about this film makes any sense.
Yeah, creatively. Like, where do they come up with half the ideas?
You had Super Mario, one of the most iconic video game character of all time.
I'd say the most iconic ever.
Maybe Pac-Man is like up there as well, but
or the Pong,
but I think like
character.
But like video game mascots, it's Mario and maybe probably Pac-Man, the two. But it's definitely Mario because Mario makes way more money.
Oh yeah. Who plays Pac-Man?
Who the fuck? Some awful human being. The P was slipping out, but I was going to use it. Sometimes I play Pac-Man. I'm not a pedo. But like, it's like you took the most iconic video game character of all time, and what's your first idea to do with him? Oh, we're going to put him into like a grungy, dystopian, fucked up New York with lizard humans, and just it's going to be like it's like Mario has never, ever, ever been in a setting like this before.
He's just a plumber.
Nor should he ever be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, in this film, he's just a plumber. It's so bizarre.
He's just a plumber.
He's a balding, middle-aged Italian-American New Yorker who has an adopted son called Luigi, and they're
Luigi's his brother.
Yeah, but it's not his brother though.
It is his brother.
No, because his dad died, and his family died, and Mario took him under his wing.
Yeah, but that's because it's his older brother.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, oh, he's my dad and stuff. Yeah.
Yo, he's my dad, he's my mom, he's my uncle, he's everything. He's his brother.
They don't look alike at all.
I know.
They don't even look remotely alike. But Luigi's he's like 20 or something.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Well, Luigi's 20. They're the same age. They're old men.
Man, everything about this film is...
Nothing makes any sense.
Like, Luigi...
He's walking around, like, Mario's walking around like fucking Joe Pesci and Goodfellas. And like, he has the accent and all. It's like, what? And he has like he has a wife and stuff. He was never really in the action.
He's definitely a sex worker.
Yeah. She gets kidnapped and it's just like, who is this person? And like, there's no kind of preamble. Like, they fall into this magical world.
It's not even magical.
It's a parallel, because the film starts and it's such like it's a cold cock. It just fucking punches you in the face with all this exposition. It's like, remember when the dinosaurs died? It's like, what does this have to do with Mario? It's like,
I thought Mario jumped on mushrooms.
It's like the whole thing is when the meteor wiped out the dinosaurs, it created a parallel timeline where the dinosaurs survived and they went underground. Yeah, and then like for some reason it has to be a parallel universe. Like, but
it's not underground because they're outside sometimes.
Yeah, like, why is it a parallel universe?
So it's just
it's a parallel universe, but they're all humans as well.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. It's like, oh yeah, so like all the animals, so the dinosaurs just evolved, naturally or whatever.
Into humans.
Into humans.
Yeah.
Into human,
into Dennis Hopper.
Yeah,
Dennis Hopper's in this movie.
He's got weird hair, but he's human.
Yeah, he has hair which is styled because he was a T-Rex. And he's Koopa, isn't he?
Which is Bowser.
Yeah, is that
King
Bowser?
Koopa.
Yeah, he's Koopa. He's Bowser. Oh yeah, I was wondering when Bowser would come into it, and then but his hair is because he used to be a T-Rex, so he evolved into being a human somehow, and he styles his hair in like kind of like French plaits, to look like a T-Rex.
But it doesn't really, does it? It's just like, why does he have such shit hair?
Yeah, like what's going on? Yeah,
like that is like, if you remove, my favorite thing about this film, right, is if you remove the Mario, IP from this film, you still have a film that is complete dog shit and doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
like, if you just change all the
sense.
characters' names and just like change the lingo for certain stuff,
Yeah,
it's just like a really cheesy, bad adventure film with like them trying to save the princess, sort of.
Yeah, I would say made for TV, but like if this was being made for TV, they'd be like, fucking can this. Halfway in, they'd be like, forget about it. It's like, forget the whole thing. Like what are you talking about? What is this movie about?
Why is it
like what's going on here?
And like the Goombas,
Yeah.
they don't look like mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know the little dudes that like the little mushrooms in Mario? That's what they're meant to be.
Yeah, I was wondering what they were. They're well done for what they are, but like that's nothing to do with the franchise at all.
It's nothing. They look like weird humanoid dinosaurs, but that's not a Goomba.
Yeah. And like Yoshi.
I didn't mind Yoshi.
Yoshi's just a dinosaur.
He's just a dinosaur,
just like an actual like a fucking Jurassic Park dinosaur.
This is straight up Jurassic World, like Blue, like Chris Pratt talking to the fucking.
Yeah. Yoshi's there. Yeah, he wasn't that bad, but only because he has no lines, and he's just a dinosaur.
And he's not in it for that long.
He's just there to be cute. And Princess Daisy.
Daisy, yeah.
It's not Princess Peach.
No, Princess Peach comes basically. Like Mario 64 is where Princess Peach really came into her own.
Princess Daisy.
So it was Princess Daisy for years.
Okay. Yeah, she's just some random girl. Like, why is she the princess again? Her dad was someone. I can't remember.
But that was the king and she was born.
Oh, okay. King of what?
King of the Mushroom Kingdom, but like, it's not a Mushroom Kingdom.
Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, but like, this is the thing. Like, it would make sense if this was a fucking kingdom. It's Brooklyn in the 90s. It doesn't look like a kingdom at all.
Yeah. It's such a kip.
It's a shithole. It's dystopian. It's run by Bowser, which is like, I can't remember if there's a line about Bowser just going onto like, what's that thing that Russia did in China? They like have to fast forward the capitalist stage to get to communism.
War communism or something?
No, not that. What's it called? Like they're trying to skip a
step. What do you mean? Stagism? State capitalism?
Oh, what's it called? They called it something. The Great something.
The Great Leap Forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless like Dennis Hopper did that in this film. I don't know how the fuck we ended up with this land. Yeah, and then you have the two sidekicks to Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, they're so annoying, man. They were so
they're
annoying.
So annoying. And not only that, like they're dumb. They're stupid characters.
Yeah.
And then Dennis Hopper evolves them so that their brain gets bigger and they become smarter. But then they're just stupid again. They're still stupid.
They're smarter, but they come out and they're just talking like Frasier, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the only difference. Nothing else. They're still like idiots.
Yeah.
It's like what was the point of that scene? Like they just changed how they talk. And that was it.
That's it. Like nothing about their characters changed.
Yeah. I was thinking about it because like this film is like needlessly long.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's only an hour and 15 minutes, but it's just there's so much unnecessary. Like that whole scene takes about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like talk about like an unnecessary. Like you literally don't need any of that sequence in the film at all. Like how did it make it into the film?
I have no idea.
It just makes no sense.
It doesn't make a difference to the rest of the film. Like
I think it's just the fact that they filmed the rest of the thing and they're speaking like that. They had to show it, but it still drags on for ages. It's so weird.
So weird.
Yeah.
It's a fucking terrible film.
It's so bad.
The one-liners are dog shit.
Yeah.
I like Mario for like the majority of this film isn't the main character. Luigi is.
Yeah, and he's so annoying, man.
John
Leguizamo or something.
Leguizamo. I like him, but like Jesus, he's so, like
I didn't like him at all.
Annoying.
He's so annoying. He's just like, oh, fuck off. Well, because in Mario at least, he's a surly, New York, like there is a way they could have made that work.
Yeah.
But like obviously there was like producers came in. They're like, we need a fucking young guy to be.
Wait, move your chin, bro.
Huh? Oh, I got snot on my chin. Oh my god.
You're talking. I just saw that.
It's wiggling around. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Thank God we turned off the camera. I got snot down my chin. I'm like a baby. But there is a way that could have worked. You know, they could have made Mario as a surly New Yorker, middle-aged, bald, and he's got a wife. You know, maybe midlife crisis, stumbles into a magical world. But the producer came in. He's like, we need a 25-year-old man, or boy, to be the love interest.
This Mario is not boning this Daisy.
Yeah. Mario's not getting Daisy. He's already got a wife, you know, for some reason. But there is a way it could have worked, and they're just like, well, obviously it still would have been a dog shit film, but like it could have made more sense at least. Yeah, and it would have been like kind of flowed a bit better. Because Mario's not in the film for most of it. It's like, well, like he's the only character where it's like, oh, he's a bit funny. He's all right. He's the main character. He's the guy I actually know.
He's not the main character though, because like
I know, but
he's not the driving force in the film.
His name's in the fucking thing.
I know, yeah. Luigi's named after him, Luigi Mario.
Yeah, that was
What's your name? Mario.
Stupid.
Mario. I was like, fuck off. Go fuck yourself.
Are you expecting me to laugh at that?
I don't even care if that's canon or not. I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, awful fucking film.
Yeah, so bad.
But like, I feel like this thing needs to be studied, because like, in the world that we live in now, where like IPs matter so much, and there's adaptations and remakes and sequels and prequels,
and requels.
A film like this will never exist again.
That's true.
You cannot make an adaptation this bad ever again. Like, even if you fucking tried, they wouldn't let you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any. I don't think there are.
And I'm talking about like something that like the adaptation does not equate to the source material
whatsoever
in such a harsh way like this. Like, this is the first time Mario was brought to film, and this is what they did.
This is the last time.
It's the first and last time, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's ever been a Mario film beyond this point.
No, yeah.
Or after, or before.
Yeah, Nintendo, I think, refused to do films after this for quite a long time.
Look what they did to him.
Yeah, look at him asking my boy.
Like, imagine if Japan, right, just like made a...
Yeah, first they nuked him and then this happens.
Yeah,
what the fuck? Leave him alone.
Like, imagine if like Japan made a Mickey Mouse film and like the Mickey Mouse didn't make any sense whatsoever to the original Mickey Mouse.
It was like a guy. His name was Mick.
Yeah.
You know?
And
he's a surly New Yorker.
Yeah.
Hey, Minnie, get over here. Give me a kiss.
Get over here. I'm walking in.
He like beats his wife. It's like, what the fuck?
If you're casting Mickey Mouse as to be played by a human.
This is good.
Who are you picking?
Mickey Mouse is a human. It's definitely Tom Hanks. Soulless, totally inoffensive. You know, just totally like I would like this. The film, it'd be a black hole of interest. I wouldn't even like not want to see it. I just wouldn't even. If I saw a trailer, it wouldn't even register in my eyes. It wouldn't get to my brain. You know, Tom Hanks is Mickey Mouse.
Well, hi there.
He does all that cutesy stuff. It's so twee. Yeah, I can see that happening. Who would you cast?
I think Tom Hanks is the right answer.
Tom Hanks, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one and only answer.
Who would be Minnie?
Or Chris Pratt.
Minnie would be Meryl Streep.
Oh, Jesus
You
Christ.
know? But it's live action. It's live action as well.
It'd be Scarlett Johansson. Oh, wait, yeah. No, it'd still be Scarlett Johansson. Forgetting that we're doing live action.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Chris Pratt, though, for Mickey. He's playing Goofy. And why is it Steve Buscemi?
I don't know. I don't know if Steve Buscemi would be the right fit, yeah.
Nah, it would be...
Goofy was at 9/11.
Would it be Jim Carrey?
Yeah. They definitely cast him, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be Jim Carrey.
Who'd be Daffy Duck?
Daffy or Donald?
Sorry, Donald Duck.
Donald Duck.
Wait, who's Daffy Duck? Oh, yeah.
He's Looney Tunes. I'm gonna go for
Patrick Stewart.
No, do you know what I want? I want if I can think of your man's name. Who's your man that played Caesar in Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Andy Serkis.
Oh, Andy Serkis, and I want him in a really good motion caption suit.
And the rest of the film is just live action. Like, who the fuck is this? This duck.
Yeah, it's like a live action duck.
Yeah. That'd be good. Yeah, it'd be they would do like a Lion King kind of thing. It's like the characters you love as you've never seen them before, and it's entirely mocap.
Yeah, and it just looks like shit.
Yeah, it's just Tom Hanks like as like an actual mouse with huge ears and stuff.
No emotions at all.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
literally just like the Lion King one. Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah.
But no, it's Super Mario Bros. Like, I just think that like this thing is a case study because then like you can't make an adaptation so poorly. And like there's a stage where I genuinely think that the film is nearly aware of it. Like Luigi jumps at one stage to jump over a gap and he doesn't make it. But it cuts to him and he's like flying in the air.
Mm.
And Luigi's like, "Jump, Mario, we can fly." And I was like, that's Mario jumps. Mario doesn't fly.
Yeah.
How are you getting this so bad? It's so wrong. And then Luigi realizes, oh fuck, I'm not actually flying. I jumped and I got hooked onto something and I'm just hanging here. And Mario jumps and he falls and then he bounces on a mushroom, which is like the only thing in this film that I think is genuinely something from the video games.
Yeah, it's a fungus.
He bounces on fungus, which is technically
A mushroom.
a mushroom.
It's also Princess Daisy's dad.
Yeah, you know, just bouncing on her dad, you know.
Ew! Oh my god, this film's so gross.
But this film is such a mad horny. Remember the bit where like
It actually is. It's
Mario-
strangely horny.
dances with the woman to get the rock off her neck?
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus, I'd never want to see Mario do that.
He's pure like going to town
he's
on her.
going for it.
Yeah, he's going straight in there.
He's down.
He's like, you got a wife, bro.
Got a wife and kids, and he doesn't have kids.
He's got Luigi.
He's got Luigi, which is more
Yeah. Like a brother, like
a-
a son, like a father, like a mother.
like a sister, like an uncle, like an auntie. That's my Mario.
This is honestly one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Yeah, it genuinely is, and that's why I gave it 5 stars. Look at I did because right when I sat there in awe of this film. Like, this film is fucking terrible. So many scenes make me cringe out of my skin. The bit where Dennis Hopper walks into Daisy and he's like, you know, they say every little girl remembers her first kiss with a lizard, and his tongue flicks out. He's all lizardy. Oh man, I was like, bro, you just did Blue Velvet. What the fuck is this? Don't channel this energy into it.
Oh my god, he did. Yeah, that's so weird.
Don't channel that energy into this film.
Because he's like, yeah, he's Bowser, but like he's so he's kind of like too villainous. It's kind of creepy.
He doesn't fit this film.
Yeah, he's Frank. He's the guy from Blue Velvet. Is it Frank? Is it
Frank? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's less unhinged as Frank, but Jesus, like.
Yeah, he doesn't rape anybody anyway.
Yeah, well, it's just, you know, Daisy, there's a big question every bit.
But yeah, it was almost too intense. But apparently he was supposed to be on set for like 5 weeks. I ended up going to like 20 weeks, just because a husband and wife directed the film together, and they just made their own decisions and didn't have any kind of like creative input from anywhere else.
Very clearly, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they even played the games because it's nothing to do with the games. It's just such a mess of a film, but it is like it's like an artifact worth kind of admiring in hindsight. It's like because you will not see it again. You know?
No. And it is like a so bad it's good.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
It's just, but awe-inspiring filmmaking, honestly.
Yeah.
You know,
it's one of a kind because it will never be made again.
It will never be made again. And like when I finished watching this film, I was doing up I was writing a little review for this thing on Letterboxd, and I originally gave it no stars, like unrated. I was like, I can't.
In good conscience,
I can't give this a rating because this film is fucking dog shit. This film is so bad.
But then you gave it 5 stars.
But then I was like, Owen, look into yourself. Look into your heart. You know it to be true.
It's like the forced ghost of your childhood self.
It came to me and was like, do it. Stop being a coward. You know what you really want to do.
Yeah.
You just don't have the balls to give this thing the 5 stars you want to give it. Because like, I was like genuinely sitting there, hands in my head, with every scene passing by, being like, how does this relate to Mario? And then when I stopped with that, and I just realized, okay, take out the Mario stuff. What else is going on in this film? And it's still bad.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, I took a second, I thought about it. It's still the exact same film. It's still terrible.
Just the layer of Mario that is on this film just
Yeah,
makes it more
the
confusing.
Thin facade, yeah.
Because if it didn't have Mario, the Mario label on this, gee, like this film would be nothing.
Yeah,
It'd just be a bad film.
It'd be pure aberration.
It wouldn't be an interesting film to talk about.
Yeah, it's average on Letterboxd 2 stars. That's gassy. It's just you at 5 stars.
Yep. Cowards, a lot of them.
Yeah, no one gave a well. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Full on is. Full on.
An experience though.
It is a true experience.
Yeah, I think video game movies just like shouldn't happen.
Video game movies are for the most part, absolute dog shit.
Well, what's a good one? Sonic, maybe. I haven't seen Sonic anyway.
I haven't seen Sonic.
Detective Pikachu. Apparently it was alright.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Resident Evil movies.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Excluding them. God, I'm pretty sure.
No, actually, Resident Evil movies are the best video game adaptations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there and say that.
If we're gonna be, I have heard that the Street Fighter 2 movie is the best video game movie of all time.
Really?
And apparently, it's like actually really good.
It's
animated.
Actually, I seen part of the Mortal Kombat movie.
The new one?
No, the old one.
The old ones that are also fucking dreadful.
Yeah, it's one of the worst movies ever made.
Street Fighter one is also really fucking bad.
Really?
Yeah, Jesus, that Street Fighter live action is fucking terrible. Jean-Claude
Van Damme.
He plays Guy,
Guy,
who is like an American soldier, but played by Rob Van Damme. Jean-Claude
Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
And it's like, you are the most un-American sounding person they could have picked.
You're not American.
Where's he from?
He's from France, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, or he's Dutch or something.
And he's like, let's go, America.
Yeah, I've actually never seen a film with him in it. I only know him from that ad where Enya's Only Time is playing in the background.
Watch Bloodsport.
Bloodsport
Fucks. Bloodsport is so good.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good, bro. You need to watch that film.
But he's one of those people, those characters, like Steven Seagal. I've never seen a Steven Seagal movie, but he's like one of the he's like neck and neck with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I was like, one of the action icons.
Who the fuck is he?
You don't even know who Steven Seagal is. He's one of like the action icons of the 80s. It was like Arnie's like up here, like on the top. Arnie, like Sylvester Stallone, all them, and then there's like Jean-Claude Van Damme, and like fucking Steven Seagal.
Is Steven Seagal in the Expendables?
He could be. I'm not sure. I've never seen them.
If he's not in the Expendables, then I'm not counting him. Because every one of those dudes
he's like world famous. He's in Donbass right now filming propaganda for the Russians out of nowhere. But he's American, like. But he dresses up like a Chinese man.
What's his name?
Steven Seagal. How have you never heard of Steven Seagal?
I'm sure if I look him up, I know who it is.
He dresses like a Chinese man for some reason. Like he always wears glasses and he has like one of those, the ponytails from like.
Oh yeah, that dude. Yeah, I've never seen a single film with him in it.
And he wears those like those Chairman Mao fucking suits.
Yeah, why does he wear that?
Because all his recent films anyway are about him like doing kung fu and stuff. So he's really into that. I
have never seen a single film that he's in.
Right now he's filming a documentary in Donbass with the Russians, which is just so bizarre, just so bizarre. Like he obviously will never recover from that in the West, but I don't know how he got asked.
Doesn't he? He's got that commie money.
How did he get like even into that? Like it's just so weird. But he is such a strange guy.
Yeah, he seems.
But I've never seen any of his movies. Any of his movies, like.
Jeez, he makes a lot of movies.
Yeah, they're all dog shit apparently.
They all have like similar names. Okay, right, ready? Right, this is just like, I'm going to name out the films from 2010, right? Born to Raise Hell, Sheep Impact, Maximum Conviction, True Justice, Force of Execution, A Good Man, Gut Shot Straight, Absolution, Sniper, Special Ops, Code of Honor.
Yeah, Sniper Special Ops. I've seen clips of that. It's so funny, man. So funny.
The Asian Connection.
Yeah. But like in all these films, he's a 60-year-old man with like plastic surgery, and he's going around, and he's like this Black Ops sniper. But like he's like so fat that he can't move around.
Bro,
really.
These all have the same fucking name. Like you can just get any of these titles around. It doesn't matter.
They're all really low budget as well.
Oh, you can tell.
I've seen clips of them on YouTube.
The
But
perfect
I never watched them
weapon.
now.
The perfect weapon. End of a gun. Cartels. Contract to kill. China's salesman. Is this dude actually Asian or is he just...
He's doing yellowface permanently. He wishes he was Asian.
Bro, his parental grandparents were Russian Jewish immigrants, and his mother had English, German, and distant Irish and Dutch ancestry.
Maybe that's why he ended up in Russia.
That doesn't explain why...
He's dressing up as an Asian person.
Yeah.
And he walks around... Like, well, he has the sunglasses on, but he takes them off. Like, he's, like, doing a fucking weird impression. Like, it's so weird. He's fucked. But, yeah,
Strange, man.
he's a 60-year-old man who's, like, very overweight. And he's in all these films about being, like, an army fucking Black Ops sniper. Like, it's like Top Gun, but, like, imagine if Tom Cruise is, like, 300 pounds, you know?
Dude's 6'4". Jeez, I'm gonna fuck with him. I take back everything I said, Mr. Seagal. I'm sorry.
Steven, please, come on the podcast. He probably would.
Probably would. We'll give him that Patreon money.
Yeah.
We go for a break.
Yep.
So, those jellies are pretty good. You know what else is? Do you know what else is pretty good? The Rehearsal. Briefly talked about on this podcast before, very recently, because you watched the first episode.
I watched the day after it premiered. I was like, oh my god, Nathan Fielder. The mastermind, the genius behind Nathan For You. His new show.
That first episode.
On HBO. The first episode was so funny.
First episode. Holy shit. So I've watched the whole thing. And you've only watched up to episode 3.
Something like that, yeah. I kind
of get that. But I really think you need to persevere and push
through. Carry on with that single plotline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I was just like, oh, I'm so used to...
I'm used to
the routine. I was like, my autism is kicking in. No. I can't do a full... Just out of nowhere, there's like a full plotline from like episode 2 on. Like,
yeah, no, I was not expecting that. The 4th or 5th episode is him recruiting actors for the rehearsal, and he calls it the Nathan Fielder method.
Oh right, yeah.
Or no, the Fielder method.
The Fielder method, okay.
On like stalking your the person you need to play in the rehearsal and learning about them. And what he does in that episode then is he picks one of the actors to do that too without the actor's knowledge. So at one stage,
this is a great idea.
Nathan gets the guy to leave his house,
Yeah.
and Nathan then moves into the actor's house, dressed up like him, going about doing things that he does.
It's avant-garde art, like avant-garde.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's really weird.
And like the last 2 episodes, because like clearly, like I think this is pretty clear throughout the show. That experiment, because let's call it an experiment, I guess, or that scenario with her living in the house, that went off the rails. That did not.
What happens?
So
wait, actually set it up. What happens?
So Nathan, in the second episode, Nathan's like, "Have you ever wanted to, prepare for a scenario, or rehearse for a life scenario that you may encounter?" And he gets a woman who wants to rehearse being married in the countryside, her idealized life, essentially. And she moves into the house, and she tries to get a guy to stay, and he doesn't want to stay. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That bit is so...
The Christian guy, yeah.
Yeah, the Christian guy, and he's just like...
And she's like, are you a virgin or something? And he's like, no.
And she's like, well, I am. And then he's like going over to the gaff with Nathan. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my hole tonight.
He's so straight out, yeah.
But once he leaves, then Nathan takes over as the dad in the house. And it goes to some very questionable ethics. Did you get to the episode where he has a guy that wants to rehearse having a conversation with his brother about a will and money being left?
Is this the one where he talks about Jews?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the clip. I've seen part of the clip anyway. I don't know if I saw the full thing.
Oh, man.
What happens there?
Fucking hell. Nathan gets this guy. So this guy's granddad or something had just died, and he's having his problem is that his brother wouldn't give him the money that was in the will for him, because I can't remember what he said, but it's something like the power of the attorney was to my brother, and he got to decide whether or not I got the money, and he's saying no to giving me my share because he says that my girlfriend's a gold digger.
Yeah.
So he's having a conversation about that. He wants to rehearse that. And Nathan realizes halfway through that the one variable that he hadn't accounted for was people's emotions. And he goes back to that bit in the first episode where the dude is hesitant to just ask her. He's everything is set up. This is the moment.
Yeah.
And he's
he
hesitates because he's nervous, and Nathan didn't account for that. So what Nathan does is he gets the actor that's playing the dude's brother.
Yeah.
To ask the dude to come over to him to go over with him to his granddad's house to move some shit for his granddad. His granddad is also an actor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the granddad and the dude end up going off into the woods to find gold together, basically. And they share a really bonding moment with each other. And then Nathan kills the granddad.
How?
Kills him off. It's natural causes. He died.
Is it natural causes?
Right?
He dies in the woods digging for gold.
And so the actor of this dude's brother now comes in on set and tells the dude, my granddad has left you stuff in the will. And they start having an argument about whether or not he deserves the money, which is essentially the same argument that he's going to have with his brother. And then they're Nathan's okay, he's getting really heated, so I need him to use this emotion and rehearse. And he's okay, go on, rehearse. And in this rehearsal is the only time throughout every I don't know, hundreds, tens, 20s, however many times they had rehearsed the situation. In none of them did he cry, except for there.
Oh my God, he starts crying.
He starts bawling his eyes out.
Oh.
And Nathan's after that I never heard from him again.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because
that's the thing, you laugh, but then because the show, it is it's not scripted at all, but
it's
there is,
real,
but it's socially engineered the way a lot of reality shows work. But it's still more authentic than you usually see reality TV. But in that kind of situation, because it's authentic, you laugh, but it's also
this is a real person.
Yeah, even the first episode, the first guy, it's oh man, you kind of feel bad for him, but it's such a hilarious.
It's so funny, but it's also it's hilarious. It's the situation is hilarious just as to how absurd it is, but this person is completely unaware of that. Yeah,
it's absurdity, but everything is absurd, bro. It's that's just life, but he's just exacerbating it with cameras involved. So there's it's funny, but it's also there's still that human element, which is the X factor,
Yeah.
He starts crying. That's so weird.
That's in
actually that's pretty not that weird. Yeah.
It's not that weird.
The fact that they gave him a new situation we wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
In a highly emotionally charged situation. It's
oh man, it's rough.
Yeah,
and
it is.
That happens a few times throughout the show. We're oh, that's really rough. Especially in the last episode. I think it's the last episode. There's some stuff with this kid. Oh my fucking God. There's a bit where Nathan, and this is kind of, I'm going into spoiler territory with this now. But the season's only 6 episodes, half an hour each episode. It's not that long. But there's a bit where he gets his actor's son within the house that he lives with this religious woman. This crazy religious woman.
Yeah, she's batshit.
She is batshit, man. Man, there's a bit later on where they're having a conversation, and he's trying to be I want to start introducing my fake actor's son, to Judaism because that's what I would do in real life.
Yeah.
She is not down for that. Not down for that, the least.
I heard about that stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of there's loads of articles that's like that shows anti-Semitic. It's like Nathan Fielder's like the whole point is like he's not.
He's Jewish, like, you know.
Yeah, he's Jewish, and he's also trying to. He dresses every time it comes up because I see like the first when she first talks about she's always on about satanic stuff and stuff like that. You know? And then the one where the brother and the actor are like, or he's talking to his brother actor. And he starts talking about Jews and stuff, and Nathan steps in and stuff like that. But there's all these articles about like, it's anti-Semitic now. It's so weird. But yeah, she was raging about
like, she was like, no, that's not okay.
Yeah, she's like a mad evangelist.
And and starts getting into some like really anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah.
And Nathan stops her.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, okay, let's talk about something else. Like, what's your favorite film? And she's like, Apocalypto.
Apocalypto. That's a class film.
And he's like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. And she's like, yeah, no, I love
Mel Gibson.
And she says, I love Mel Gibson. And he sits there, he's like,
you can't write that. You can't write that.
You can't. Yeah. And he says, wait, what? And she's like, Mel Gibson. And he's just like, yeah, no, there's all this like anti-Semitic stuff about him. Like, you know, he's a big anti-Semite. And he said all this stuff about Jews.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I never heard about that. It's like you're looking at her, it's like, you 100% have.
You absolutely have. Apocalypto is an amazing film. If someone said Apocalypto is their favorite film, I'd be like, this person is so cool. But then if she was like, that's satanic, I'd be like, oh my god. Obviously.
No, she doesn't.
Obviously start going on about anti-Semitic stuff, I'd be like, oh my god.
No, there's a bit where Nathan, like, they have this big massive blowout, and Nathan's there talking to this Jewish woman who's after like trying to talk to Christine, whatever her name is, into like, you know, letting the kids learn a bit of Judaism, and a big massive blow, and then at the end it's just you know, Nathan and the older Jewish woman, and they start talking, and you know, it's all very sad after what's happened, and then she says, you know, you have a platform, you should really be speaking about Israel.
Like, positively.
He's just like, what you mean is like, you need to promote Israel. Like, you're a Jew. This is a platform. You need to promote Israel. He's there like, well, I mean, that's a real hot topic. You know, conversations like, no, it's your God-given duty. Like, you have to do this for all of Judaism.
Oh my God. So there's so much racism in the show. Everyone who runs into is a racist.
Oh my God, man, it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my God. Well, he handled it well, because reading these articles, I was acting as if he was going on fucking, like, I hate Jews and all, like, you know?
Not at all. There's a bit towards the end where, oh no, I'm getting into, like, this is the last episode shit, but like, he has to, with the actor kids, and he's teaching them Judaism, because it's like, you know, this is what I do with my son. So after they go home, he has to like debrief them on like how good Jesus actually is. Oh, it's so fucking weird.
Yeah, it's such a strange show. Very strange vibe. It's not as because Nathan For You is way more comedic. Comedy Central, like, this is HBO.
This is very.
It's way more serious.
There's a lot of really
strict back, kind of.
Oh, there's a lot of really harsh moments, and just like it's a comedy, but like it's a very dramatic comedy. But how it toys with reality and stuff like that. It's like, if you like anyone watching this that listens to this podcast, episode 100, the rehearsal recommendation.
We're recommending the rehearsal. Yeah,
just go out and watch it. You will, like, you've never seen anything like this before. It's fucking ridiculous. Original
TV, original programming. You know, well worth a look. It's just a shame it's hard to find here. Like,
yeah, no,
because Nathan For You was on TV. I don't know if it is now.
I don't know what it's on.
Yeah.
I think it's still on. I think it's on Comedy Central, but
yeah. Because I used to see it, like, because I remember when it first came out, 2011 ish, way back in the day. I remember I first started watching it, but like, I just saw like clips online and stuff. And then like in 2017, 2018, they started showing. They started showing on like in Ireland, like in Comedy Central. But like, they'd only show like the first season. Which is like, I was like, I've seen this fucking 10 times. It was shit, you know, or it wasn't shit, but like, I was like, I've seen this already. It's not funny anymore. But like, all the new episodes, I never saw them on TV. And then this one as well, it's on HBO, so it's probably on HBO Max in America, which we don't have.
Well, we've Now TV. It's on Now TV.
The rehearsal is very good. Yeah. I don't have Now TV, but
Now TV is so expensive though.
It is. It's insane. Sky.
Ridiculous.
Robbing bastards.
Oh man, it's actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now TV is a fucking joke. €15, and like you are so limited with the amount of screens, and that's €15 for just a TV.
Yeah, it's limited in terms of choice.
Yeah.
As well. It's just yeah. Oh, you want to watch a movie? That's another €15.
Another €15.
You want to watch a football game, which we also have, which is like we don't pay any extra for that. Like we bought that as a package. Oh, you have to pay another €15. You have to pay €8 per match.
No, I think it's even more than €15. I think it's like €45 or 50.
It's something insane. It's absolutely insane. It's you might as well just buy a fucking Skybox.
Yeah,
you know, it's insane.
But even the even the selection that they have, like HBO, Now TV is very good for TV, but like for like pristine HBO shows, and like you're not always in the mood for that.
Yeah. Like when I had it, I had COVID and I watched Sopranos in about 2 months. It was incredible. That's the only thing I ever used it for. Like, at any point, I started watching The Wire. I was burnt out on premium HBO TV.
That's the thing.
I was like, I just want to watch The Simpsons or something.
I don't think because like all the shows are like so long and heavy and like really like high quality.
Yeah,
and they're like,
too good.
They're too good. Like they are genuinely just too good.
Yeah.
Like those pristine shows from HBO Max. Just HBO even.
But then they have all that fucking, Sky original drama.
Yeah, they've shit as well.
They're all dog shit.
Yeah.
They're all like, it's like a pantomime of what they think American premium TV is. It's dog shit, all of it.
And even like the comedy shows that they have, like just got really weird comedy shows.
Yeah.
Stuff that like
The Rehearsal.
Like The Rehearsal. The Rehearsal.
It's like you're mad. I remember I showed Nathan For You to my parents, and
I watched this with my ma.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I showed my parents, didn't laugh once. Like Nathan For You, like multiple episodes. Didn't laugh. They just didn't get it. They just didn't like it. I don't know. My mom just didn't like it anyway.
Where's it? Oh no, it's not my phone. My mom, because I was watching it with Melissa. First 2 episodes, and then I came downstairs. I was like, "You need to watch this, ma'am." So, ma'am watched 3 episodes, and I went to bed when she was watching them, and she texted me like, "What the fuck? What is this real? Like, what is this?" An hour later, I think I'm in a cult.
yeah, that's so good.
Like
once you get into it, like
it's hypnotic.
Yeah, maybe I didn't show enough to the.
I binged over 2 days.
Folks. Yeah. And because because I had to wait like a week. Because I watched the first one, I watched another one, and I was kind of losing interest by the second one. I think I started the third one. I was like, nah, fuck it.
Nah, you need to binge it.
Yeah. I'll have a look now because I was watching them at work because I had nothing else to do. I still have nothing to do in work, so I'll just start watching. Start watching Rehearsal.
Will we move on to some listener questions?
Let's go. Sorry.
So loud.
Sorry. So many listener questions. If you want to ask us a listener question, you know the drill by now. It's episode 100. If you want to ask us a listener question, you can get to us at Paro_pod, or you can ask us via email at theparopod@gmail.com.
That's theparopod@gmail.com.
Anyway, our first question is coming in for the 100th episode spectacular. Thank you for listening so far. Thank you for all your listens.
Thank you so much.
Any new listeners, you're welcome to the cult. Please come in.
Join the pod.
Usually people don't listen past the hour mark. We can tell that by the metrics, but if you're a new listener and listening to this,
you're a real
respect.
One.
You're a real one.
Because Hannah texted me to say Hannah only listens to the listener questions. So Hannah, welcome.
It's the best part of the episode.
Thank you
all
for
this stuff
joining
about
us.
films is just an excuse to get to the listener questions.
Yeah.
We don't even watch films.
No,
I don't anyway.
You just read Wikipedia pages.
Yeah. We can only read 2 a week. So fuck that. I'm
so
not
much
interested.
reading, bro. I'm on those. If I could make Wikipedia pages audiobooks, man, I'd talk about so many more films.
Our first question is from Liam. He's asking favorite episode, favorite conversation, plans going forward? ?
Okay, what's the first question?
Favorite episode.
Favorite episode.
Stay positive for me.
Staying positive. I am.
Or Texas Chainsaw episode. Was
Texas
quite good.
Chainsaw episode. That's my favorite episode.
That was tight.
Because we talked about 2 films on that, and it was 20 minutes of bullshit talk. I can't even remember what we were talking about.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
And then around the 15-minute mark or 20-minute mark, we talk about Mandy, and then we get to the 45-minute mark, and then we talk about Texas Chainsaw. and then
It's literally 2 movies.
and then it's like a full hour of talking about Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, it's started Texas Chainsaw Massacre at 28 minutes. Started listener questions at 1 hour and 13 minutes.
Yeah,
It's like it was just
50 minutes.
we were just going straight. Well, that was episode 21. So we hit out of the park 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, yeah, we have.
And then it's all been downhill. Yeah, those are great. That was great fun recording as well, because that was Zoom as well. That was a Zoom episode.
That was a Zoom episode, and I also the thing about Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like remember us sitting in the park and talking about we were just talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then we were like, man, we should do a podcast.
yeah. Back in June 2020, yeah.
That film, we should have kept Texas Chainsaw to the episode 100. We talked about fucking bullshit this episode.
Yeah, this is a bit thin, I have to say. Sorry about this. The content so far.
No, Super Mario Bros is what it's about.
We did talk about it for quite a while about that, yeah. Favorite conversation, yeah, I'd say
Texas Chainsaw. Outside of that though,
because Texas Chainsaw, we were so prepared.
Building up to it.
Yeah, I don't even think it was like, we just prepared more. We just had more to talk about. So much to talk about. Hours. We talk about that for fucking hours.
Yeah.
Even now, I could probably talk about it for like an hour.
Easily.
Yeah. I remember like some stuff.
I always like. What was your favorite binge that we did? Series.
Favorite binge. How many binges did we do?
Halloween. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I liked the Texas Chainsaw binge because that had surprises. You know, there was variation every week. Halloween was kind of like, it was. I think we were trying to recapture the Texas Chainsaw vibe, you know. But it was still very much like, because Halloween's very like steady after the first one. They're all kind of like alright, you know. Whereas Texas Chainsaw, it's like up and it's like, oh, this was so bad. Like, this was actually alright.
There's right and left hooks in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Resident Evil was good as well.
Resident Evil's fun.
I enjoyed that more than I thought I would.
Shrek was also very good.
We did do the Shrek ones, yeah.
And that mini Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I like the Scooby-Doo ones, but they were very, very steady as well. That was more of a chill vibe. Yeah.
Way more chill.
Yeah.
There was nothing really. Like, they were just like nostalgia.
We were
kicks.
just like, yeah, this one's really good. Yeah. This was also really good.
Yeah. Oh man, I love this one.
Yeah. Plans going forward. What's our plan?
Nothing.
We revealed it. Oh, okay. Here we no plans.
Yeah, listen.
Well, no, we're gonna go visual. Our plan is to start vlogging. We started a PLC, a company, and we already followed the accounts and stuff like that. I've opened an office in D1.
We have an NFT dropping soon.
Yeah, it's 18 months in the works. We talked about that when NFTs were first invented. Paro NFT. It's coming out now.
It's been in the works for a long time.
After the bubble has burst. Just buy it.
Like usual with us.
yeah, long afterwards, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna do a visual episode at some point.
At some point, we need
a camera, I think, and then work out a few kinks. Yeah.
See, man, my sister does have a camera.
I'm
wondering if I could hook it up and it would work better.
If it works,
well, geez, it'll fucking work better than that.
That's alright, like, but
nah, man, you can't see you in it.
Yeah, if not, I can buy one on Amazon. It wouldn't be that expensive. It's just a cheap yoke because it'll still have decent quality. I think that one's just old. That's the only difference.
It's not even that old, bro.
No? Well, I always have those scan lines.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
I have no idea. I think it's a scratch on the lens or something.
They would just buy a new one. If need be.
That thing was expensive.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's pretty nifty.
It's nifty, but bro, it's fucking... But it doesn't do that when I'm on Teams. It doesn't do that. I think it's just during when it's dark.
Low lighting situations, yeah. Yeah, when you're on Teams, you're during the day. Like, yeah. We'll just do it during the day.
I'm really high def for those ones, for those Teams calls.
Yeah, it's just like blinding white face. That's why I always get, just there on the call. It's like, who's fucking Casper there? It's like blinding everyone to call. Yeah, so no plans.
No plans. No, I think we're going to stick it as more guests.
Yeah, more guests. As we were saying for 100 episodes.
Yeah, but it's hard to...
No one really wants to come on. No. Lots of people want to come on, but it's like hard to fucking organise that. It's so hard to organise it.
There's a few,
More.
You have to be, you don't have to know films, like.
Yeah, some people are like, oh, I'd love to do it. Like, no, stop. Yeah, you want to talk about something else? Yeah, your favorite film
You know
was
who you are.
your favorite film was Shawshank Redemption. I don't think you do well in the Paro Potter,
Yeah,
right?
no, sorry, bro.
You didn't make the cut. No. Yeah, guess. It's hard to organize though.
It is hard to organize.
You know.
It's also a pain in the bollocks to record.
Yeah, we need a bigger roster of guests. Yeah, it is hard to record as well. How many we've had 3 guests, was it? 3 guests
Had
overall.
2.
No, 3.
It was Isabel and
Sophie, Liam.
Okay, Liam counts. Sophie doesn't because Sophie was sitting, but you were gone.
She was still in the episode.
Yeah,
That
no,
was a
she
hilarious episode.
She was a feature.
She was a feature, yeah.
She was a featured guest. But
Sophie, if
wasn't-
you're out there, please respond to our texts. No.
Wait, so-
She's missing.
We've lost her.
We lost her, yeah. We actually lost her. But yeah, no, we'll get someone on. Neil.
You get Neil on.
We'll get Neil on. Yeah.
Get a few cunts on.
A few people on. We should get as many people as possible on.
Yeah, we should.
You know, or an outside episode.
Outside episode
As
if
we've
it
always
was ever
talked-
possible.
Well, that's actually not going to be possible for at least 9 months. So.
yeah. I kind of missed the boat on that.
The next episode. Sorry, what am I talking about? The next question coming from Hannah. Hannah's multiple questions. Thank you very much, Hannah.
Thank you.
She's asking, name 100 animals you think you could take in a fight.
Okay.
We're gonna name 5.
Okay, she asked for 3 because I texted her. I'm not answering that
Or
question.
3. Okay.
No, we'll go for 5.
5. Okay.
5 animals. And I want decently sized animals.
That wasn't in the question.
Yeah, but I don't want you saying a bee.
A bee? I couldn't take a bee, man. I'd be freaking out.
A bee, a snail. I don't want shit like that.
Okay, cool.
Give us real answers.
I could take a dog no larger than a lab.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that.
I could take a fox. I could outfox a fox. What other animals are there?
What do you mean? What other animals are there?
I could take a small monkey.
We're so low down on the food chain, like in the actual, hand to hand.
Hand-to-hand combat. Yeah.
we're fucked.
What other animals are our size? I could take a giraffe.
I could take a
You just
giraffe.
work the body all day.
Could you kill a horse?
Well, I wouldn't get. I know man. See their fucking shoulders.
Yeah, man. I
They'd
was like,
take you out.
yeah. If I was trying to kill a horse, they'd fuck me up.
Actually, no. I couldn't take a giraffe. What am I talking about? I wouldn't even reach the belly. Like,
Yeah, just fucking
just get in a headlock.
choke it out.
I could get. I don't know. I'm very low down the food chain. In the wild. What else? What else would we take?
Dog. Okay, take a dog.
Take a dog. Yeah, certain size dog. I think I could take a lot of dogs, to be honest, because once you know their weaknesses, if you punch them in the throat, that's how you get them done. Like, you know, that's if you ever wade into a dog fight, you punch them in the throat and they just stop.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, how animalistic could I get to fight them? Like,
I could take a human
yes, exactly. I could kill a man
of a certain size.
of a certain size,
Yeah.
of a certain age,
Yeah. An old short man.
or an old, like a really tall old man.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm running for empty.
so far we have dog.
Yeah.
Okay, could kill most birds.
We can't be talking about birds.
No,
man.
I'm thinking
We
on a
could-
bird.
Of course we could kill a bird. Like,
Yeah.
it's that big.
No, most birds. Like I'm saying, if we got mano a mano,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I could kill some form of a hawk.
A hawk.
A hawk.
Man, they had the aerial advantage though.
Yeah, but they're
If
coming
they're
in.
They're beating
coming
you.
in, and I'm swinging. Because once I get a hand
What
on
if you
them,
miss?
like they claw.
If you
me-
miss, then you're on the ground and they're pecking your eyes out and you're
Yep.
finished.
Oh, no, that's it. That's when they once they
That's how you lure them in.
if they get on the ground, they're fucked. That's what I'm saying. If they're on the ground, they're fucked.
That's all I'm saying.
You come down to my level. That's it. You're done.
Yeah, you have to get them on. Yeah, it's like any fight. You know, get them on the ground.
Yeah.
What other animals that are like medium sized? Like I'm a pure drawing a blank. Like this is actually a hard question to answer.
Yeah, because I'm like monkeys. Majority of monkeys.
A
Like
lot
actual,
of monkeys.
A lot
like
of monkeys.
Like actual monkeys.
Actual monkeys.
Old world monkeys.
Yeah.
Or sorry, new world monkeys.
No form of a chimp.
What about a baboon?
No.
Mm.
Thing's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Even just most
Kangaroo. Could you take a kangaroo? Ever see those videos of those Australians punching kangaroos?
Yeah, but I'm not Australian.
Could you take a snake?
Yeah.
How big?
It's not that big.
How would you kill a snake? I don't even know.
Stomp.
Mm.
With boots.
Yeah.
Cause like it's like most spiders, like genuinely most spiders probably could kill, but they're gonna fucking bite me or something and I'm fucked.
Spiders, yeah.
Fish. What could you take on a shark on land?
On land, yeah. Just run circles around it. Ha ha.
Knee high water.
Knee high water. Oh, that's dangerous. A shark. Isn't there? There's like a hack to stopping them, isn't there as well? They get stunned if you like you poke them in the eye or something.
Something like that.
It's something like that. Yeah. I just poke them in the eye. If that doesn't work, I'm fucked.
I think it's just bash them in the nose.
Is the nose? Yeah.
I think it's just straight in the nose.
Yeah, it's not something we need to know here anyway. Really, you know.
I'll never
What
be in
about
the water.
what about a sturgeon?
Because sturgeon.
One of those big fish with the pointy noses.
Nah, it's killing me.
What about the thing that killed Steve Irwin?
Fuck it up. Do it for the man himself.
Stingray.
Revenge.
There was so much revenge killings after that. Yeah.
I imagine so.
What about a crocodile? Like not an alligator, a crocodile.
How big of a crocodile?
Fairly big. Like say the same size as us.
No.
Like in terms of like height.
No.
Well, like 6 foot crocodile.
That's fucking huge. Repeat what
You
you
couldn't
just
take a
said.
6 foot crocodile. What? Yeah. What am I
That
talking
fucker
about?
would be strong as well.
Yeah. What about an adolescent bear?
Yeah.
You can take that?
Adolescent bear.
Adolescent bear, like our
No.
size, stands up. It stands up at its peak. You know, it's trying to scare you off, and it's just your eye level to it. You know, and you have no choice. You have to fight it. Could you take it? I think we could take that. Well, like it'd be like the Revenant kind of thing, you know.
That thing's strong.
But it's a bear, man. It's just a dog.
It's not though. It's a bear.
It's just a dog. Like we shaved and look like dogs. And if you go like that, you like put your hands up, they like run away.
Yeah, but you have to
We
fight
have to
it.
fight it. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I suppose they have the advantage. What about a dingo? What about a wolf? Sorry.
wolf, no.
No, what about a small wolf?
Everything that we're saying is like, could you fight a chimp? No. What about a small chimp?
Sorry, yeah. What about a baby chimp? Like a toddler chimp. It's pretty big, but it's not that big.
No, yeah, kill it.
Kill it? How would you kill it?
Like, okay, right. If we're talking about, let's talk about Gordy.
Gordy, yeah.
A Gordy chimp.
Yeah.
No, he's killing me.
Yeah, I'd get
Eating
killed.
my face.
Yeah, I'd be gone. I wouldn't last.
Most animals would fuck you up. This question is like quite.
Yeah. There's a reason they're still alive.
Yeah.
It's because they managed to kill the other humans that went after them. You know? All the other ones are dead. Pure extinct. What about... Sorry.
Go on.
This is good. What about a hog? You're attacked by a wild hog in a field. It's just you, mano a mano with the hog. You know, a wild hog, or
Yeah,
like a,
yeah.
a boar. Maybe a boar is not a good example. Think of Lord of the Flies. They're attacked by a boar. They're kids. I'm not sure. I can't remember how that ends up. But like, could you take a boar or some kind of wild
Bare hands.
hog? Bare hands fight.
Yeah.
I feel like we could outsmart him.
I'm gonna back myself against the
I feel
pig.
like we could outsmart him
Yeah.
before.
They're smart, man. Though it's
Just
big.
cross the fingers.
Pigs are smart.
They actually are smarter than dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I feel like.
What about a really horny goat that starts attacking you because you're in its pen?
Yeah, I'm killing the goat. No
You're
bother.
killing the goat with
Yeah.
the horns.
Could you kill a ram?
I don't know, man.
Like a sheep, a big sheep?
I think that'd be hard.
Nah, I'm killing a big sheep.
How would you do that?
Boot in the side.
That's it.
That's it. One
done.
shot kidneys.
One shot. It's the kidneys. Aiming for the balls, kicking up around the balls.
Do animals like if you kick the dog in the balls, do they keel over?
What?
Like, do animals...
The dogs are feeling in their balls. You kick the dog in the balls.
Do they keel over?
Why would you do that?
But that's the question. Is do animals... Right, so if you kick a fella in the balls...
Yeah. It's very sensitive.
Very sensitive, and they'll keel over.
Yeah. Paralyzed momentarily.
Paralyzed momentarily.
Yeah. With a dog, does that work?
Does it happen with other animals?
Well, I suppose if you're in a, like, you know, even with a human, you're paralyzed momentarily. But I think if you're in a survival situation, you're not, oh, my balls. You're going to be like, oh, I have to go. I still have to keep going. Just forget about my balls. My life is at stake. The dogs, I assume, be the
It
same.
encourages you further.
Like, it kind of motivates you, maybe.
They just kick the testosterone into your body.
Yeah, like if you're fighting ISIS in the trenches in Syria, you kick them in the balls. That's not going to affect them, you know. They're not going to be like, oh my God, Allah, you know. They're going to be like, oh, you know, they're going to keep attacking you. But like dogs, I think ever seen dogs when they like start like biting each other and stuff? You know, if they go for the balls,
They go ballistic.
sometimes they go for like the legs and stuff. They go crazy. Or if a dog, like, you know, maybe the other dog is getting a bit too close, and they don't like them. You know, they don't want them sniffing their butt and stuff. They go crazy. You know, it's pretty like that. It's like, "Rawr," you know,
But like fucking taking the gun down.
just kicking the dog in the balls. That's about all the animals I can think of.
Yeah.
So, what's the next one? Hannah is also asking, would you rather have 100 nostrils on your body or 100 nipples?
100 nipples.
But only some can lactate.
100 nipples.
If
you have 100 noses, imagine the colds that you would have. The smell, you would smell everything.
You smell your sweat.
Smell your farts, like from the source, straight there.
Well, what if you can choose where they are? Like, just pile them all up on the back. You know?
But like,
it's
also,
like, don't look at my back.
Don't look at my back. But also like the runny noses down the back. Your big fucking.
You'd be sitting there and be like,
your big
squelch.
phlegmy back.
Yeah. You'd be walking around, your shirt would be all drenched.
Yeah. Oh, and the stink off you. No, fuck that. 100 nipples. At least some of them are lactating.
It'd be so sensitive.
What?
It'd be so sensitive, like.
Yeah. Ooh.
You just stare in your chair. Like, ooh. Your back nipples. The next question is, what's your opinion on the number 100? Do you think there's too many zeros?
I think there's not enough.
I don't think there's enough. I believe in maximalism. As many
The
zeros
more
as
zeros
possible.
is better.
Hannah's also asking, would you kill 100 cats if it meant you had financial stability for the rest of your life? Answer. Tell the truth.
I really love cats.
I would 100% do it.
I don't think I could.
I would 100% do it. No offense to cats, but like, wait. So, if we're doing like a currency exchange, how many cat lives are worth one human life? How many cats would you kill to save one human?
You're asking the wrong question. How many human lives are worth the value of a cat?
Of a single cat?
Yeah.
Ask the Egyptians.
That's the real question.
Yeah.
How many cats?
How many cats would you kill to save one human?
Like, and what's like? Okay, so if there's 10 people I have to save and I have to kill 10 cats, those cats are getting killed.
If there's one, you have to save one person's life, but you also have to kill 50 cats. How are you gonna do it? I do that every day.
I suppose you would have to do it, yeah, because like that's no, you have to do that.
Yeah.
But
I love cats.
Financial stability though, that's like you're doing that for the sake of another human being. This is pure selfishness.
I want to be financially stable.
It's only stable though. It's not that good.
Yes. Actually, yeah. No, I prefer like a salary kind of estimate.
Do you want to be thriving?
Yeah.
Or like how like financially stable. So if I just like spend money like nobody's business under this rule, will I still be financially stable?
Yeah. Like if it was €1 million, I'd do that. Yeah.
50 cats, 100 cats.
100 cats.
No.
Why?
Oh, bro, the trauma.
Cats die every day. Well, I can't. I don't want to torture them. I just want like, if I just go like die, they just die.
No. You have to do it one by one.
Kill them.
One by one with your bare hands.
Oh no.
Yeah.
€1 million.
€1,000,000. Because if you're gonna kill them, you're gonna do it like a man. They're gonna be somewhere when you click a button.
Yeah. Drone strike them.
Nuke them.
Yeah, I still do it. No, I feel bad. But
Yeah, see, that's
€1,000,000, like that's then I'm fucking set. Then I donate 500 grand to a cat charity, save 1,000,000 cats. Yeah, cats die every day.
So do humans.
Yeah, now you sound like your man from Weekend. You bourgeois pig. All right, last question from Hannah. Thank you again, Hannah. What is the most repulsive thing you would do for €100? I love this question.
Oh,
This is a really good question. What's the most repulsive thing you would do for €100?
What are you? Okay, right.
What are the metrics here? What are the
what are the metrics? Okay, right. I'll give a few answers. I want
a few answers.
few answers, right? We're gonna make categories. What would you eat that is rotten, like just vile shit, for €100?
Would you eat a pint of cum for €100?
No.
Why?
It's a pint of cum.
Would you drink a pint of piss for €10,000?
Yeah.
Wait, how much? What's your price for a pint of cum?
I think I would just vomit immediately if I did that. The actual idea is making me gag. Oh god, I don't want to think about that. The texture. Oh man, no, I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
What would you eat?
What would you eat? Yeah.
What would you eat that's vile? What would you get done to your body for €100?
Like modifications.
Like not modifications, just anything like paper cuts in the knees or in between the
God.
fingers.
I'd never do that.
Never
do that. I wouldn't do that for any money.
Like or like something like that. And then what would you do like just in general, like would you jump off a bridge or something like that? Something like that. What height would you jump from or something like that?
€100 isn't a lot of money, to be fair.
It's really not.
Yeah, I don't think
a pair of shoes.
there's actually not a lot of things I do. I just be like, no, I don't need it.
A few pairs of shoes.
I don't need it that bad, I'd rather go cold.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go €1,000 because that's.
I want to go with 10,000 because that's a lot of money.
Okay, €10,000. What would I eat for €10,000?
Mm-hmm. Would you drink a pint of cum
for €10,000?
Yeah. No.
€10,000. You have to up the price a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd never live that down. You can't buy that off. You're finished.
No, that money you can't buy that off.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm mad squeamish about like food and drink and stuff. Food for €10,000. I'd eat a glass bottle.
A glass bottle.
Glass bottle. Because there's a way you can do it without hurting yourself. But it's just like it's really you have to be really. Also, you'd hurt yourself the first time doing it, but like you can recover like 10 grand. Then you make a claim against the person who dared you to do it.
But like, would 10 grand even pay for the
yeah, maybe
the surgery that you need afterwards?
You just immediately die. Yeah.
You just bleed out.
What would I eat? Yeah, would you eat a snail for €10,000?
Oh yeah.
You can die, man. You can easily die doing that. It's very easy to die.
Is it cooked?
Or no, you just have to eat it from a garden. Like, yeah, cooked snail. People pay for that. A lot of money.
Yeah.
Escargot. No, yeah, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
No, for €10,000.
€10,000, yeah.
No way. I'd be like, I get sick.
Anything slime related?
Yeah.
This is proper cum.
What would you drink for €10,000?
A pint of piss.
Same.
Easily.
That'd be grand.
Yeah.
I'd do it in one go.
What about
Wait, would you eat shit for €10,000?
how much shit?
No one has to know.
How much shit?
A log.
A log?
One log.
Nah, not 10 grand.
10 grand. Okay.
Nah, that's not enough.
There is a price though.
There is a price. There is a price.
Everyone has a price.
Everyone has a price.
Would you eat your own? Cut off one of your fingers. I'm gonna level it up. €100,000. Would you cut off 2 of your fingers and eat them for 100,000?
I'd do one.
You do one. Okay.
Like just nibble the bone off, like like a chicken wing. Yeah.
Okay.
Pinky.
What's the most extreme thing you do to your body for €1,000? Or sorry, 10,000.
€10,000.
10,000 euro.
Get a really terrible tattoo, like a life-changingly bad tattoo.
For your face or something.
Yeah.
For 10,000 euro.
Actually, no, I wouldn't even.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough. I wouldn't do that. I don't know.
Would you take how many lashes of a whip or something like that?
That was actually what I was going to say.
Cat of
yeah.
nine tails.
Yeah, I do one of those, the rituals they have in like fucking Pakistan and
Yeah,
stuff.
the
They
like
go around.
self-flagellants.
Yeah. I do one for €100. I'd do quite a few of them.
Same. I was thinking that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd mind it that
Nah.
much. But they're doing it like Allah doing it for free. Like €100, I'd be like, I'll do a few of them. But like €1,000, I'd be like, how long do you want me to go? 10,000 euro, it's like I'll just keep going.
Just give it to someone else to do it.
yeah. Obviously, because you can die from that as well. But
See, that's the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I'd think one lash of that thing for €100.
one lash, yeah.
One lash,
Yeah.
easily. I
Yeah.
think
I don't think it'd be that bad. But it would, it would open up your back and stuff.
You'd be
Well, like,
sliced
actually, no,
open.
yeah, €100, no, that's not worth it. 10,000 euro, I'd do
The
it.
cat of nine tails, bro. It's a torture.
10,000 euro.
Infamous torture method.
Yeah. 10,000 euro, I'd do a few lashes. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, neither. What would you? How high would you jump off something into water
For €100?
for €100?
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it. I just like not arsed.
I
I'd do like 6 feet or something. We're like, after that, I was like, it's not worth it.
It's not worth. Right? How much money would it cost to get you to jump off something 100 foot in the air?
Oh, that's a good question. Because I don't like heights so much. I don't like water. I don't
and
like jumping into water.
Okay, so we're also gonna say that like you are like you're guaranteed safety. Like,
All right, there's lifeguards around.
Yeah.
It's deep
it's
pool.
deep enough.
I don't know how to dive though. I'd probably belly flop and hurt myself.
Yeah, but let's say like you.
I wouldn't die. Yeah.
You wouldn't die. Like,
How much for 100 feet? Probably €10,000.
€10,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, around €10,000. I'd be like, yeah, I'll do it. But I'd be thinking about the money the entire time. I'd be like, I'm gonna, pay for my next heating bill with this. I can be warm again.
Oh, be warm after this. Have a bath afterwards. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
If you have any other questions there, pretty sure something else came in.
We do. Next question is coming in from Carl. He's asking, thoughts on tribalistic worship of the Queen, any different to that of North Korea or early USSR? What do you think?
Yeah, this is why we held off on talking about the Queen until now, because at least most of the people have died off. Brits are fucking weird, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in bits.
Brits are weird.
They're in Brits. It's so sad. So pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Like, why'd you care so much?
And they're going on as if like,
People getting arrested.
yeah, just for calling a pedo.
Mm.
Like it's a fact he's a pedo.
Calling a spade, like.
Yeah, spade. And he got arrested. Like, you'd be fucking raging. But that's a pretty cool thing to get arrested for.
Yeah. I'll call Prince Andrew a pedo.
Yeah. I think the whole cult thing is just because like they're kind of fucked. Like the empire's gone and all that stuff. They have nothing to hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
All they have, like, see all the Rangers, or you see in like the north as well. Rangers had a match the other day, and they had this. They did this big demonstration, where they did like a big kind of fucking. Did a big like a mural in the crowd in the shape of the Queen and like a R.I.P. kind of thing. Like, how fucking pathetic do you have to be?
Yeah, no,
How sad. Like, you have the only people I literally only feel bad for them because like to do that you have to have absolutely nothing going for you. Like your life is fucked.
Yeah.
You have no hopes or opportunities. So you're clinging on to an all fucking bag who's only fucking shout out pedophiles and like rapists and like war criminals.
Yeah.
And like, oh, this person's the best, It's just like a national symbol for them to hold on to because they've nothing else to go on for them.
Yeah.
If they were
Stay
developed,
apart, like.
yeah, they stopped developing in like the 70s and 80s. And there's like a certain segment of like, I think, British society which is just evolving backwards. So that's all they have.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, you wouldn't have anything like that here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you just wouldn't. People just don't care about stuff generally for that to happen.
Yeah.
Even when like Republicans die, like all Republicans, no one gives a fuck really.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. You know, if Jerry Adams dies, it's like, you know, a few people are gonna be like, even the people who love him are just like, oh, rest in peace. He was a great man and stuff, and that's all.
No. When Jerry Adams dies, it'll be huge. Like,
Oh, they'll be big, like, yeah,
like
there'll be like marches and stuff, and they'll have like a big band.
Yeah.
But like they won't have like
National Day of Mourning.
Yeah,
and stuff
or
like
like if someone goes, oh, he was in the fucking riot, he was a scumbag. They're not gonna go around and like fucking kill that person's family or like arrest them or whatever. You know, like even if Sinn Féin are going, they're like, oh, who cares? Like, you know. But yeah, it's really weird, very strange.
Cultish behavior.
Yeah, bad out.
Bad nationalism is what it is.
That's it. Yeah.
No way.
There we go. Okay, our next question is coming in from Connor. He's asking, what film could be improved by replacing...
We've already answered this question before.
Do we?
We've done this question before, yeah.
Oh.
What video game, what film would be better with just one human and all Muppets?
Oh, have we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done this before.
Yeah, okay, we'll skip it.
But no, we'll keep going. We'll answer the question again.
Okay.
Because you don't remember it, so...
Yeah, I don't remember.
Go. Who'd you have?
The Godfather.
Who's still in it?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. I thought you were going to say Marlon Brando.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But I want to see his puppet, though.
The Marlon Brando Muppet. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty funny. What would I go for? I would go for... I'm trying to think of a weird one.
Apocalypse Now. Marlon Brando again. He's just...
Kermit. Kermit is Charlie... Or
yeah.
What's his name?
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, is that the characters have to be in it as well.
Uh-huh.
So, like, Fozzie and all are on the ship, and they're just, like, gunning down poor Vietnamese people.
Yeah, Fozzie's Lawrence Fishburne. He gets killed off.
Fozzie, no. Lord of the Rings, I think would be pretty funny. Just Gandalf is the only...
Yeah. That would work as well, I'm pretty sure.
What else is a good one? I want, like, good ones, you know? Fun ones that would, like, Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger is the only one that's left. It's the only human.
Yeah, or Halloween.
Something like that would be fun. Aliens.
Aliens, yeah.
But the only, like, realistic one is the alien.
Yeah, that'd be good, yeah. Muppets in space.
And pigs in space. There is Muppets in space as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gonzo and the boys. Any other questions?
The other question is from Mary, my mom. She's asking,
Yup.
when are you going to see Blackbird? Would love to hear your review. I don't know what Blackbird is.
Do you not know what this is?
No.
The Michael Flatley written and directed spy thriller starring Michael Flatley.
Really? I'd never heard about this.
You have not heard about this?
This is the first time I've ever heard about this. This is a live reaction.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
You haven't...
Never heard of it.
Oh, man.
Is it good?
Apparently, it is the worst film to come out of Ireland.
Really? Just full stop?
Full stop. It's just...
Is it new, like?
It came out recently. In the past, like, month or so. Few weeks.
And he's a spy.
And he's a spy, and it's just a vanity project.
I'd say so, yeah.
Oh, apparently it is the cringiest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
But you've never seen this. Okay, right. We're going to get a live reaction to Mark reacting to the Blackbird trailer.
Alright. Yeah, actually, I don't know what to say. That's, like, why?
Sure is something in it.
Yeah. Why now? He's literally about 6 years old.
He's got nothing else going on.
Yeah.
You know, Riverdance was a long time ago, I guess.
Yeah. Falcone from Dark Knight, isn't it?
Dude's not doing well. Financially, Jesus.
Yeah, he's in serious gambling debts, I'm pretty sure. I think I read that somewhere. He'll take any role. Yeah, that is like... Even the accent. Is he Irish?
He's American-Irish, I think.
Yeah.
Irish-American.
He's a strange accent. It doesn't sound right, like...
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
And I'm about to sin again.
Batman. Yeah, I know someone that went to go see it, and they said it was fucking dreadful.
I'd say so.
But like...
Why'd they go see it?
Because it was opening week, it was premiere, and the crowd were cheering and laughing out loud, and just like...
Right.
It's so good. It's so bad, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
I can kind of understand that.
We should go see that.
Blackbird, yeah. Let's go.
If it's still in cinemas... wait. Fuck 'em. What are you doing Sunday?
Sunday, nothing. Fuck all.
Fuck off, or you might be able to see it on Sunday.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. will we leave it at that?
We'll leave it there for 100th episode.
For the next episode, episode 101, we will be talking about Synecdoche, New York.
Back to basics. Paropod 101.
A demon of the podcast that we are going to exercise from us.
Yeah.
Something that we've talked about.
So that we can
fear.
sleep at night, yeah.
Yeah. Like every night I wake up and I was like, fuck, I know someday we're going to have to talk about this fucking film.
Yeah, I've been sleeping terribly for the last 2 years.
But now is the time where we do it. Oh, man. I'm like, looking forward to talking about it, but like...
I'm also dreading watching it.
Same. Oh, God.
It'll be good.
We'll be good. We'll have something to say at least.
Yeah. Always do. Anyway.
Good night. God bless. Or good morning.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.